Hello, this is me, Sam here for WoopaGaming, and today, welcome to my spaceship, and today we're going to be going over the HoloAPI plugin for Bucket. I should probably point out that this spaceship was downloaded from Planet Minecraft, and I do not take credit for building this. If you do want to find it, I will provide a link in the description. Anyway, to the plugin at large, this plugin is called HoloAPI, and it basically allows you to add holograms to your Minecraft server. So I think it was a YouTuber, beginning with A, who found this bug in the Minecraft packets or some unused thing, and it basically allows holograms to be made. So he implemented this, and now this is a plugin which basically will do the same thing, but much easier than using MC Edit. The plugin's by DSH105, Captain Burn, Frost Elf, and Hawk Falcon. And I'm going to jump in, and we're going to go straight away into the actual plugin creation, the hologram creation. Okay, so the first sort of command is, well, let's go over the text holograms first. So there's a few types of holograms, and the first one we'll go over is the text. So the text will come up where your feet are. So let's just do this, and the first thing we want to type in is holo create. And this will put you in hologram creation mode. So this is where we enter the lines for each of the holograms. So if you imagine it like a sign, I guess, we can put a row of text on each line. So the first row we can just put like first row. So that's that. And then we can enter some more text for the second row. But what we can also do, we can add color codes and whatnot. So that all works fine. So for instance, at C red, we'll add a new line which is just red in red text. And we can also add like certain things. So the person looking at this, we can have read their name. So we can put your name is, and then we can put percentage sign name percentage sign, and that will put in your name. Okay, so now we've got 3 rows. First row and second row is just static text, and the third row depends on who's looking at it. So now we do done. And we should see here, there we go, first row red, your name is Samkio, because I am the one looking at this hologram. And this is how you make your hologram. So you can see here, it's pretty cool. It rotates towards you, and it's basically like a name tag above people's heads, but without the person below it. That sort of design. And that's pretty cool. So that's how you do the basic text ones. But let's see how you want to do like and you can actually animate this text. So let's just show you how to do this. Let's go over here, slightly different, and then we do holo create animation. Now this will do the same sort of idea of having lines and stuff, except to go from the next frame you just type in next instead of done. So for instance, I can put hello there, and then I hit next. How are you? A question mark. And then obviously you can have lines as well. So for instance, on the second frame, I can have a new, like a 2-line things. How are you? And I can put my name in. And maybe I'll put it in the color code just to show you. So nice blue. Name. Okay. And then I can enter the next line. So hit next for the next frame. And then goodbye, for instance. And then when I'm done, hit done. Then it'll ask you the desired delay in ticks of the frames in the new animated hologram. So basically, as a rule of thumb, 20 ticks is a second. So we'll just end at 20. And there we go. So we zoom out. You can see here, it will run through the animation. Hello there. Oh, hello there. How are you, Samkio? Goodbye. Hello there. How are you, Samkio? Goodbye. It might take a while for it to fully do it, but there you go. It's quite cool. So yeah, that works fine. Obviously, if you want it slower, then you enter more ticks. If you want it quicker, you enter less ticks. So that's how you do the animated text. Okay, now let's go on to the images, because images are really cool. So you can create images using this, so holographic images. And you'll have to put these in your config folder for the plugin. So basically the gist is drag and drop your images into your images directory in the HoloAPI, and in config you just add a certain part of text. There is help on the wiki for this, and I may do a config tutorial later if anyone's finding it difficult. And then you can just sort of specify the name, the path, the character type, so block, the height of it as well, and whatnot. So I've got one already installed, so Holo image logo. Oops, I've done that wrong somewhere. What have I done wrong? Oh, it actually helps if I put in Holo create image logo, and this is defined in the comic as our WoopaGaming logo. So you notice that has worked pretty well. I mean, the colors are a bit wrong because there's only so many colors the holograms can use, so you can, well, color correct it if you really wanted to do an image. But that has done it fairly well, and the reason it's done it fairly well is that it's very pixelated, or a very straight line sort of edges picture. If you had, say, a picture of a cat, a photograph for instance, it might not do it as well because it's only got so many pixels to play with. Okay, we can also do this with GIF images as well, so I'm going to stand over right about here, and I remember if I called it right, so Holo create animation globe, and this will create a nice globe animated GIF. I tried to make out a sort of I don't know, a stand in my spaceship for this, and you can kind of see that does look like the Earth spinning. Again, the colors, like the black here is meant to be blue and the green is grey, but you can kind of get a rough idea of what it looks like. Obviously, add more time, I might actually specify, like, actually modify the GIF to change it. But this works exactly the same way as the images do. You just have to add them to your config, and there is a separate folder. I also made one myself. I think I called it spin. So Holo create animation spin, and I just made this as like a blue disc that sort of spins around. I was trying to find the best way of creating holograms, and the best way really is to just have a very small template. So like I did this, I think like 50 pixels by 50 pixels or so, maybe even less, and then just using a very small color palette, I created this, and you can kind of get the right colors here. I mean, when I used the circle tool, it did fade them about, which I should have fixed, but you can kind of get an idea of how to create them. Okay, so what else can we do? Well, we've created most of them, but there are certain other things we can do. We can combine them together, so we can combine text and images. So let's just go over here. I'm going to type in Holo build. So this will enter a valid line type, so text or image. But so we just type in, for instance, text. And now, what would you like the line to say? So basically, we add images, or these build holograms, line by line. So is it either text or is it an image? So we'll start on the first line. So we type in WoopaGaming, for instance. And let's do it in the color code because color codes are cool. I don't know, E. It's yellow, isn't it? WoopaGaming. And now we type in image. And then we, again, like we did with the creation, we just type in the ID, so logo. And then we go, we're done. So we're hitting done. And then we'll add it. We zoom out. You can see here, we've added an image and a text hologram together, like so. And that's really cool, because we have the WoopaGaming text above it, like so. And we can also add it below as well, which is great. Let's just go over the last few commands. The first one is Holo refresh ID, so Holo refresh 6, and that will just reload it just in case it's messed up or not. That's nice and handy. We can also teleport it, so for instance I don't want this here anymore, I can move it over here. So Holo move 6, and that will move the hologram around. Remember, it does it by your feet, so this is handy when you want to just slightly, you maybe messed up the positioning like I have here. I can move it as so. And also teleport to holograms by doing Holo teleport, and then the ID. So say 6. That'll teleport me to the where that is. So that's cool. I can also remove them by doing holo remove and then the ID, so 6, and that will remove it. And you also, for instance, you can just remove it and it will remove it for that reload. But if you want to remove it from the save file, so even after reload it doesn't come back, you just type in yes. If you don't want to do that, then it'll just remove it from memory. Okay. What else we got? We also got Holo Info. So Holo Info will just show you a list of all the active hologram displays. So it tells you the location, what world it's at, so whatnot. It says hover over, so you can see there. It tells you the preview of what the text is, and like if it's an image one, then it tells you globe and whatnot. So that's really cool. And then when you obviously click it, you can actually specify it and choose one. So for instance, this is the globe animation, which is just beside me. I can teleport it like that. So instead of typing the command, that's a really cool feature to do. The last one is to edit a line of existing hologram. So let's have a look. Let's what's our cool one, which is the line. So the first one we made, let's teleport to there. And there we go. First row red. Your name is Sam here. Let's just edit this. So we do holo edit the ID, so 1, and then the line. So we can edit a line of it. So let's just say edit as well. Edit. Oops. Oh, it helps if I actually input it instead of edit. We input the line number. So I want to change the first row to something else. So I input 1 for the first row, and then we can change it, and we can say, oh, I want it say yo. Why not? And I messed up the color code there. I'm not sure why that color code didn't work there. But you can see there it will edit the line. Maybe that's a small bug there. Editing does not put in color codes. But that's how you can edit it, and I can change that as well. So I can do the same thing. Holo edit 1 and then 3, and I can change the your name is Sam here line. That's really handy. If you mess something up, then you can do that. The last thing I'm going to go over is holo reload, which just reloads the plugin, and if you've got configs, it will change it and whatnot. That's a really cool feature. Okay then, so that concludes today's tutorial. It's really cool. Yeah, I mean, it adds holograms to your Minecraft server. I wanted to try and showcase it as best as possible. This is why I got this spaceship. You could have like little holograms everywhere. You can have the text like for a tutorial, so instead of signs, for instance. You have your logo up in the air. That's really cool, and just really nice plugin. So yeah, so that concludes today's tutorial. Go and check it out. I think there's a few more features like holographic chat bubbles and stuff, but I will maybe go over those in the second video with the config. Okay then, so thanks for watching. This has been me, Sam from WoopaGaming, signing out.